Hey everybody! In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your very first funnel using ClickFunnels. Now this is going to be part of a much larger series of lessons called the Ultimate ClickFunnels course. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload each new lesson. All right, so if you're ready, let's roll up our sleeves and I'll see you in the video. All right, in order to get started with ClickFunnels, you're going to head over to clickfunnels.com. Now you can get here following my 14-day free trial button, which is in the description. And then I'll also be able to provide you with some amazing bonuses if you do so. So let's continue. So once you go ahead and start your free trial and you log in, you will be taken to your dashboard, which is going to look something like this. Now I'm using this as a demo so we can start fresh. Now you can do a couple of things to get started. You can hit on ClickFunnels and go to Funnels, or you could do just a quick link and hit Build a Funnel. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, since we are going to assume that you are new to ClickFunnels and you're just starting out in your sales funnel journey, let's decide that you're going to start by collecting emails, okay? So let's pretend that you don't have a product yet to sell and you're not hosting a webinar. We're going to start by just with the smallest steps. So we're going to say collect emails. So we're going to hit choose, and let's name this, let's say, my first funnel. I'm not going to worry about tagging the funnel right now, and we're just going to hit build. Okay, so for the idea of your first funnel, here's what we want to do. We want to be able to collect a person's email, and in exchange, we're going to give them something away of value, but we're going to give it away for free, like an ebook or maybe a free consultation or a free app or whatever it is. So we're going to go in here and let's scroll through. They have a lot of great templates. Okay, you can feel free to scroll through. All of these have two basic steps: an opt-in page where the person gives their email and a thank you page. All right, so now let's go and pick a template. And for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to go up here. I like this minimal landing page style, so I'm going to hit select template. It'll take a moment to load, and once it does, you will see it here. Okay, so we have here on the left-hand side, we have our two funnel steps, the opt-in page and the thank you page, and you can toggle in between the two of them. For the opt-in page, let's go ahead and edit the page. So I'm going to hit edit. All right, now here we are. This is the structure of your page. Now, if you're not familiar with any kind of page builders, if you're not familiar with any kind of website building or funnel building or anything like that, you might be very overwhelmed and daunting and looking at all these crazy lines, these green and the blue and the orange and all that. But what I'm here to tell you is it couldn't be simpler. Russell Brunson really equates this to building Legos, and that is the best way to talk about that. You have components, let's say you have sections that are in green, and then you have columns which are in blue, and then you have elements which are in orange. So it couldn't be any more simpler. And in the links below, I will send have a link to a PDF that gives it a little bit more, so more of a visual lesson on how these things are broken up. I'm a very visual learner, so it'll be kind of like a cheat sheet. You'll be able to understand like what exactly is a section, what exactly is the columns and the rows, and what exactly is an element. All right, so for now, let's worry about just this top one, okay? So we have a section, and here it is in green. I don't know if you can really see that, but this whole blue part is in green, okay? And then within this section, we have a two-column group, okay? Now, you could call it a row, and I will, for simplicity, call it a row. I'm going to call it a two-column row, okay? I hope that's not too confusing, but you have your left column with the iPhones, and then the right column has your form. Okay, so in here we have the element, which is an image. All right, so we have our row and an element, which is image. And we could change it all in through here. And then on this side, in this row, we have an element, which is our text. Okay, and more elements in here, which is our form field. All right, so let's start with the very beginning. Let's change the background color of this, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm hovering over any place in the background that's going to give me these green menu selections. either here, which is going to make it the whole section move up or down. We're not going to worry about that right now. So here we can do it, and here I'm going to hit settings. It's this gear icon. All right. Now there's several things we can do, but the most obvious change I want to make is the background color. So I'm going to click on settings. If I'm in advanced, I'm not going to see it. So make sure you're clicked on settings. And I'm going to scroll down where it says BG color, which stands for background color. And you can click on this. Now you can easily have this match to your branding. And if you know your hexadecimal code, that's your hashtag, your hash code, which you can find if you use Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, or if you have a graphic artist, or there's so many online tools that'll show you exactly what this code is. If not, you can certainly eyeball it to whatever is your preference. Okay, I might choose that. So that's our background color. And I'm not going to show you too much more of that. Okay, well, let's get to the top margin. Margin is going to allow us to move it down. Now watch the very top. Watch up here, okay? This comes in handy when you have other sections down below. So see how that moves down? You might want to add one up there, but we're not going to do that. So suppose you want to move everything down a little bit more from the top, but still keep the section up here, okay? Now what that is what we're going to talk about is the padding. And again, I will put a link to a diagram that's going to explain margins and paddings in the description below. So here's the top. Now watch, it moves everything down within that green section. Let's move everything left and right. Okay. So that is changing the background color. Now let's suppose we want to change the text in here. You simply need to highlight it. Go in, highlight it, and say, here is some more text. And let's go to the next one. We could just type in anything. Still more text here. Okay, now let's go in here in this element and let's hit the settings. If you want to move it down, we can certainly do that by scrolling left and right on the margin, increasing the margin or decreasing the margin on the top. If you want to change the font family, you can certainly do that. Let's try Roboto. All right, font size. Again, very easy to do. Let's change the text color. Again, I'm not going to worry about it looking real nice, but we can certainly change it by just going over the color wheel here. Or like I said, you could have all of your brand colors preloaded up in here. Great. Now I'm not going to go over the form in this video. We're going to save it for another one, but let's go over here and let's click on our image. So again, we're hitting settings. And we're going to click an image. Now all you need to do is upload an image from your computer or wherever you have it. Simply navigate to where your image is located on your computer. And all you have to do once it's up here, click add, and then click this button that says add image. Okay, fantastic. Hey, those colors are pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to click on this because this is really bothering me. It just was really, there we go. Just going to change it like that. Okay, so now this looks a little funky, but I'm not going to pay too much mind to that because we're going to get into that. But you see you can slide these columns over in these rows, which makes it really, really easy to edit. Okay, that is enough for the first video on building your very first opt-in funnel. All right, I'll see you in the next lecture.